Summary of Homer's Odyssey is one of the two epic poems attributed to Homer. Along with the Iliad, it consists of 24 rhapsodies and describes the adventures of the hero Odysseus as he returns to his homeland, Ithaca, after the Trojan War. His journey lasts 10 years, full of difficulties, magic, divine interventions, and conflicts. Structure of the Odysseus epic is divided into three main sections: the Telemachus search for his father, the adventures of Odysseus, the narrative of Odysseus' travels, the return and revenge to Ithaca. Analytical summary of Rhapsodies AD. The Telemachus Odyssey begins 10 years after the fall of Troy. Odysseus has not yet returned to Ithaca, and the suitors of his wife Penelope have taken over his palace. They eat and drink at the expense of the kingdom and pressure Penelope to choose a new husband. Odysseus' son Telemachus is now an adult and, with the help of the goddess Athena, decides to seek information about his father. He visits Nestor and Pylos and Menelaus in Sparta, who reveal to him that Odysseus is alive but trapped on the island of Calypso. The suitors plan to kill Telemachus upon his return. Rhapsodies EN. The Adventures of Odysseus sends Hermes to Calypso, who is forced to let Odysseus go. The hero builds a raft and sets sail, but Poseidon, angry with him, causes a storm that wrecks him. Odysseus is saved and reaches the land of the Phaeacians, where he is hosted by King Alcinous. In his court, Odysseus recounts his adventures. 1. The Psychoneshes men plunder the land of the Secones. The locals fight back, killing many of his companions. 2. The Lotus Eaters reach the land of the Lotus Eaters, where the locals eat the lotus that causes oblivion. Odysseus is forced to forcibly remove his companions lest they forget their homeland. 3. The Cyclops Polyphemusin, the cave of the one-eyed Cyclops Polyphemus. Odysseus' companions are trapped and eaten by the monster. Odysseus gets him drunk, blinds him, and escapes, but incurs the wrath of Poseidon by revealing his name. 4. Aeolus and the Laes Trigononsis, lord of the winds, gives him a bag of favorable winds. However, his companions, out of curiosity, open the bag and cause a storm that sends them back. In the land of the Laestrygonians, their fleet is destroyed and only one ship survives. 5. Circethi arrive at the island of the sorceress Circe, who turns his companions into pigs. Odysseus, with the help of the god Hermes, forces her to restore them to human form. They stay there for a year. 6. Descent into the underworld. Daedysus travels to Hades and meets the seer Tiresias, who foretells his future suffering. He also sees his mother and the heroes of Troy. 7. The sirens Scylla and Cherubish passes by the sirens, who try to seduce him with their song, but he plugs his companions' ears with wax. He crosses the Strait of Scylla and Charybdis, where he loses 6 men.
8.
The island of the Sunan, the island of the sun god Helios. His companions eat his sacred oxen. Zeus punishes them with a storm, sinking the ship. Odysseus survives alone and reaches the island of Calypso, where he stays for 7 years. Rhapsodies XY. The return and revenge of Phaeacians transport Odysseus to Ithaca. With the help of Athena, he disguises himself as a beggar and plots his revenge. While Penelope has promised to marry whoever draws Odysseus' bow, none of the suitors succeed. Odysseus draws it with ease and kills the suitors with the help of Telemachus. Penelope recognizes him after he reveals to her the secret of the marriage bed. In the end, Odysseus reconciles with the families of the dead suitors, bringing peace to Ithaca. Conclusion: The Odyssey is an epic about endurance, intelligence, and human will. Despite the trials, Odysseus never gives up on his goal, to return home. His story symbolizes man's struggle against fate and the gods.